Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Uh, Today we will have a look at first top 2022 ECP topics. As you already aware, first top 2022 ECP changes are already in production and also in quality. But we will have a quick look what SAP has provided in first top 2022. Guys, if you like this video, please click on like button. Also, if you like to see similar quality videos, quality consulting approaches from my side, then please subscribe to my channel. It's gonna help me, it's gonna give me some motivation. Thank you for your support. The first feature is deprecation of pay statement direct integration with SP85 and below. So SP85 support pack 85, that is EA-HR support pack 85 and below will not be able to utilize paste statement direct for their integration. So what SAP is trying to tell that okay, support pack 85 should be the mandatory for the customers to have paste statement direct. Okay, paste statement direct is the new solution by SAP. We have two type of paste statements, that is paste statement theory based paste statement and paste statement direct. So SAP has also given, I think, the end of maintenance, that is 19th of May 2023. So this is a kind of a deadline what SAP is saying that okay, please uh, upgrade your employee central payroll systems. So this is all about this actually, and I think as a consultant I recommend upgrading employee central payroll system to the latest level so that you can enjoy most of the flavors given by SAP in your product actually. E-filing legal changes for UK. So SAP has introduced e-filing for employees payments and deductions for UK, and this is again localizations for UK. This is again admin opt-in, so it is based on the user's requirement. Next we have legal changes for country. So this is again a localization feature. Okay, so a localization feature available, and this is again admin opt-in actually. My forms Fiori 2.0. So now the Fiori 2.0 app uh, in employee central payroll, so it's again kind of a localization, and this is again admin opt-in. So the customer, if they want, then they can utilize Fiori 2.0 in my forms actually. This is again a major investment. Next, onboarding form text file number TFN for Australia. So this is again kind of a local application, I would say localization, country specific localization for Australia, where onboarding from text file. So text file number will be utilized for during the onboarding. So for, I think it's from onboarding it will be integrated to employee central payroll. So the your TFN number, it will be auto populated to ECP system from onboarding system. So this is again major kind of update, and it's info only, and it's universal. So universal means it will be uh, applied to your system even if you don't want. I will look at the next one, enhancement to employee central payroll framework to work flexibly with multiple replication configurations. So this point we have a problem. Generally customers were facing this issue with the PTP replication, where we have multiple configurations, and for multiple configuration we need to schedule the multiple jobs, and that SAP has provided this solution that okay, you can have a single job using multiple configuration IDs. So for multiple countries can be replicated using the single job in the PTP replication, and this is again admin opt-in because customer based on the, because customer may be using 10 different jobs currently, and SAP don't want to hamper it, and that's why it's admin app opt-in actually. Next one, this enhancement of OAuth configuration to support the connection to multiple payroll solution by country. So this OAuth configuration, so basically SAP is putting most of its R&D stuff in moving from basic authentication to some kind of unique authentication. So this is again regarding that enhancement of OAuth configuration. So what generally we face the problem that sometimes the consultants left the project, and the authorizations has some problem. So this is SAP is putting some more efforts on the OAuth. So the authentication should be from system specific and not user specific. This is again some efforts by SAP. We'll have a look at next one. Replication of employee cost assignment and one-time payment with WBS element. So this by this feature now you can use WBS. Okay. So WBS work week schedule, that is WBS will be also replicated from EC to ECP. Okay, so this is what actually is again admin opt-in. So again, based on your requirement for one-time payment, that is for input type 15, you can utilize WBS elements actually. Now next one, uh, improved authorization concept for push replication in employee central payroll. Push replication to employee central payroll for events like hire, rehire, or terminate was already supported previously. Yeah. The SAP has enhanced the push replication framework. User who exists web service is not required to have same authorization technical user. So this is, as I was telling earlier also, SAP is trying to do some kind of uh, work with PTP replication so that it should not work on user specific who runs the replication. For example, I am running the PTP replication, so my ID will be utilized for running the PTP replication. But um, SAP has come up with this concept that okay, it will pull the system specific authorization and not the who is running actually that particular program. So this is actually some kind of improvement which has SAP has come up with push replication in employee central payroll. Push replication. So this is again admin opt-in and major update actually. Next we have setting up point-to-point replication integration with certificate based. As I was also telling earlier also, SAP is coming up with with the concept that okay, certificate based, not about basic authentication. Earlier we had basic authentication where it was creating the problem when consultants were leaving and they don't know what is the password for a particular user. So SAP is coming with up with some kind of architecture where it will be a certificate. So you download the certificate, you upload the certificates, and both the systems will be talking to each other. So that's what the concept is actually, and this is admin opt-in. So basically, this is a good feature to opt-in actually, but again it involves effort, so customers clients can take the decision about this actually. Configurable root cause analysis and analytics designer. So this is again in PCC, payroll control center. So SAP has come up with some kind of new concept that is in PCC about the RCA, that is root cause analysis and analytics. So some kind of reporting stuff. So it's gonna help you in the reporting. For example, who is actually head of the PCC, so he will be able to understand what is the root cause analysis for most of the errors which I receive, and it could help the companies to analyze how much efforts they spend, and how many errors they get. This is again admin opt-in feature. Then enhanced managed configuration, default logic implementation and lock entries. So SAP has provided the default logic implementation, and the lock entry management for the configuration, and objects manage configurations such as validation rule, KPIs, and analytics. So in managed configurations, basically they have come up with the new concept in PCC to have the lock entries. So somebody the locking and unlocking concept, how we have in on-premise SAP. So similar kind of concept which will be implemented on the EC side as well for managed configurations. Next, we have enhancement to proxy management. As we already aware about the proxy using the user proxy actually. So SAP has come up with the proxy management concept that for employee central and employee central payroll. For employee central payroll data, since being it's a little kind of a confidential matter, SAP wants to do some kind of enhancement to the proxy settings, the proxy related stuff to see or view or change the payroll data. And this is again admin opt-in. So based on the requirement, one can decide to implement or not implement it actually. Next, we have time account information replication for Chile. This is again, as you know, this is for country specific localization for Chile. So basically, input up 2006, 416, 2001 will have the time account information. So this was earlier not available for Chile, so it will work now for Chile as well as a standard product. So if the customers if you are a customer who is in Chile actually, so you can utilize it, and again it's admin opt-in. So as SAP is trying to capture more market space geographically as well, so SAP is coming up with new and new different localizations. So this is going to happen in future also. New country region specific localization biographical information. So this is again kind of a biographical localized biographical. So generally some countries need some localized biographical informations in employee central payroll. Okay, so this SAP has come up with this concept, and it's in life cycle is early adoption. So it's again some companies who want to come for early adoption, they can utilize this particular feature, so that SAP can get the feedback, and they can increase the quality of their product. This is localized biographical information. In some countries it is needed to have it actually. That's why SAP has come up with this admin opt-in. Next, a new local version for Romania. So for Romania, there is a new local version which has been, so address information, contract element, dependent information. So SAP has come up with localization for Romania. So if you are in Romania and using EC and ECP employee central payroll, then this feature is going to help you, and you can opt it for your configuration. And for Romania also SAP has provided. So as I told earlier also, SAP is trying to capture more and more geographies. So the localizations for different new countries are going to come in near future as well. This is admin opt-in feature. Then payroll integration for workplace pension plan, and so the basically for the workplace pension plan, the employer contribution amount, employer contribution percentage, and additional voluntary contribution amount fields are now okay. So basically these fields were earlier not getting replicated from EC to ECP, and now this pension plan specific fields will replicate automatically, and using the standard functionality obviously, and this is admin opt-in. So what SAP is trying to synchronize most probably the EC and ECP, so that the master data entry for the payroll user should not be twice. It will be done in EC only, and it will replicate to ECP. So this is a very good feature because SAP is trying to uh, uh, consider this EC and ECP as a kind of a concept that okay, uh, very well synchronized approach. So this is another effort actually from SAP side. Then we have for this Philippines as a country, we have another localization for work permit document type. Okay, so SAP has come up with new personal document type, that is PWD ID. Okay, and this pick list ID is also available for Philippines, and they can utilize it from Employee Central, and it will be replicated also from Employee Central to Employee Central Payroll. So this is again a kind of a localization for Philippines, and as I told earlier also, SAP is trying to add that value to the product, that okay, as a customer will not have the feedback, or that they need to enter the data twice in EC and in ECP. So whatever you enter in AC, it will be replicated in Employee Central Payroll, and it could save the time for customer. Again, localization, as I told earlier also, SAP is trying to come into provide more valuable approaches to different geographies. This is another effort, I would say. Saudi Arabia. So region specific. Again, SAP considers Saudi Arabia as another good market to for the investment. So SAP is actually for Saudi Arabia, there are country specific some roles, Saudi labor laws. Okay, and there are legal entity data, global information, job information. So ICAMA and kind of different kind of contracts we have Saudi Arabia specific, Saudi localization and all other things. So this feature is going to help most of the Saudi Arabian customers, because this feature will add the value to their country specific requirement, because in Saudi Arabia the requirement to have the because most of the workers in Saudi Arabia needs to have a couple of details to have into their employee file, and that this is going to happen going to help for Saudi Arabian customers. And I think SAP also considers Saudi Arabia as um, the country to invest and increase the quality of their product. So this is another effort by SAP, I would say. New country region specific gender field for Argentina, Canada, and USA. As we know, for Argentina, Canada, and USA, I think Canada and USA are near countries. So there is gender field. Okay, gender field. So generally, employers needs to collect the gender information from their employees, but there are some different kind of requirements we have in US and Canada and Argentina also, where either to collect the gender specific information or not, and dependents. So in some countries they don't want to reveal the gender, or in some countries it is not recommended to ask the gender of that particular employee, because it's again kind of a confidential matter. So SAP has come up with, SAP is trying to give the product that okay, this is the requirement, then we have the solution, kind of that. And as usual, SuccessFactor being the American product, so it will try to be flexible for this need as well. Let's have a look at next one. New job classification field for Canada. For Canada, there is a new job classification portlet. Sorry, job classification field where they need to import jobs, positions, or units from Employee Central Report in Employee Central Payroll. This is again kind of a localization for Canada, and this is admin opt-in. Then new EAU exclusion reason field for Germany. As I told earlier also, SAP is trying to put more efforts in trying to be global, and trying to be competitive into the market. So this is again admin opt-in, but SAP is saying that okay, this German requirement of having EAU exclusion, that is electronic certificate of incapacity to work, this will be does not have to be submitted for an absentee. So this is a new legal requirement for German. So I think Germany, if any German customer trying to utilize this, then this is admin opt-in, and this can be utilized. This is another, I would say, beauty of SAP, that okay, SAP having the keeping the eye on what is happening everywhere, legal changes into the market geographically, and they are trying to utilize it under country-specific localizations. Okay, so that completes the whole list actually. Uh, for this, the topics which we covered until now on ECP topics, Employee Central Payroll first half 2022 release. If you have any questions, any comments, or any kind of reviews, then please put in comments. And if you have any questions, also put in comments. I will try to answer you. My name is Jaideep, and I am actually Employee Central Payroll ECP certified consultant, and I'm working since last 16 years into the industry doing some consulting. If you like this video and if you subscribe to this channel, then I will surely provide you some quality kind of videos which going to put some values to your consulting life. So thank you very much. Bye bye for now.